Hello guys, this is Ganesh Reddy and I welcome you to the Knowledge Treasure Hub. Today we are going to see in one of the important and basic laws or theorem in network analysis or circuit theory, so known as Kirchhoff's laws. So there are mainly basically two laws under Kirchhoff laws. So one is KCL, another one is KVL. So today we are going to see both Kirchhoff laws and some examples under those two laws. So first initially we will see KCL. So KCL, Kirchhoff current law. So KCL states that the sum of the entering and leaving junctions across any node at any point will be equal to 0, right? So let us consider it as a simple node. So this node is having 4 branches. So R1, R2, R3, R4. So let us consider these two are entering currents I1, I2. These two are as the leaving currents I3, I4. So based upon KCL, Kirchhoff current law, the sum of the entering and leaving currents across any point or across any node at any junction will be equal to 0. So here we are considering the entering currents as positive and the leaving currents as negative. So that is as per our convenient. So we can change, so entering currents as a negative, leaving currents as positive, but follow any one method. So initially, so we are considering positive for entering and negative for leaving. So the entire session will be based on the same rule, right? So if we change in between, means it will leads to a little bit confusion, right? Next one, so entering currents as positive, leaving currents as negative. So plus I1, so based upon KCL, plus I2 minus I3 minus I4 is equal to 0. So the sum of entering or leaving currents will equal to 0. So which gives to I1 plus I2 is equal to I3 plus I4, right? So therefore sum of I entering is equal to sum of I leaving. So this is KCL, Kirchhoff current law. So the sum of the entering currents is equal to the sum of leaving currents. So this is KCL. So one of the important law in our circuit theory, right? Next we are going to see KVL. The next law is KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. Kirchhoff voltage law. So the Kirchhoff voltage law states across any loop the sum of voltages will be equal to 0. So let us consider a simple circuit which consists a voltage source and resistors. So R1, R2, R3. So I, current I. The sum of all voltages across any closed path will be 0. So V plus, so this will V1, V2, V3. So V minus V1 minus V2 minus V3 is equal to 0, right? So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So this is the V rise. So these all are V drops. So summation of V rise is equal to summation of V drop. So the total VEMF, which are called V rise, is equal to all voltage drops across the closed circuit. So this is KVL. So the sum of all the voltages across any closed path is equal to 0. That is KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. So both Kirchhoff laws are very important laws. So these are applicable for all the lumped circuit. So these two important laws are used to solve a number of circuit problems in our network theory, network analysis. So we'll see some examples on these Kirchhoff laws. So then it is going to be clear. So where we are applying this KVL, where we are applying this KCL. Let me to take a first example. So that one, the first example, which is having a voltage source. So 20 voltage and 3 resistors. Right. So this is 2 ohms, 3 ohms, 5 ohms. Let us so now give polarity for this circuit. So the current is passing in this direction. So let us assume the current as I. So since it is series circuit, the same current will be there. So the voltage divides same current across the circuit. So since it is the same in series, the same current, voltage divides, we need to apply KVL. So that is our first step. So we need to decide whether we need to apply KVL or we need to apply KCL. So for series circuit, voltage divides, current will be the same. So we need to apply KVL. So for parallel circuit, current divides, voltage will be the same. We need to apply KCL. So that is first step. So we need to decide whether we need to apply KVL or we need to apply KCL. So since it is series circuit, so we are applying KVL. So we need to, the question is, so we need to find out the voltage drops across each resistors R1, R2, R3. So we know from KVL, so the voltage rise is equal to, so sum of voltage rise is equal to voltage drops. So we need to find out, so this is voltage rise. So 20 voltages, 20 volts is equal to sum of all the voltage drops. So V is equal to IR. So from Ohm's law we know V is equal to IR, right? So here, so 2 ohms resistor, current will be I. So 2I. So the next one is 3I. Next one is 5I. So 2 plus 3 plus 5, 10I is equal to 20. Therefore I is equal to 2 amperes. I is equal to 2 amperes. So the voltage drop across the first resistor R1 will be, so 2 into 2, that is equal to 4 volts. Across R2, 3 into 2, 6 volts. Across R3, 5 into 2, that is equal to 10 volts. So 10 plus 6 plus 4, 20. So our voltage rise is equal to 20. The sum of voltage drops is also 20. So this is simple example to solve a network by using KVL. So here we are finding out the voltage drops across each resistor. So here in problem, so the voltage EMF or potential given, and resistors R1, R2, R3 is also given. So just we are assuming the current as I1. So by applying KVL, so the sum of voltage rise is equal to voltage drop. So 20 is equal to, so 2, so from Ohm's law we know V is equal to IR. So here R is 2 ohms. Here R is 3 ohms. R is 5 ohms. So 2I plus 3I plus 5I, 10I is equal to 20. So therefore current I is equal to 2 amperes. From that one, so across R1, the voltage drop will be I into R1. So I will be 2 amperes, R1 will be 2 ohms. So 2 into 2, 4 volts. Similarly across R2, 3 into 2, 6 volts. Across R3, 5 into 2, 10 volts. So this is an example for KVL. So simple example. So next we will see the second example. I think it is clear for you. So the second one example. So it is a parallel circuit. So this is also 20 volts, 2 ohms, 3 ohms, 5 ohms. So since it is a parallel circuit, voltage will be the same, which means here 20 volts, the same 20 volts up here also there will be same 20 volts, here also same 20 volts, here also same 20 volts. Across each branch the same voltage will be there. So that is a parallel circuit. So same voltage, current is going to be divided on each branch. So since it is a parallel circuit, we need to apply KCL. So parallel circuit, same voltage, current divides, we need to apply KCL, right? So let us assume here the current as I. So the current I divides here. So this is I1, let us assume. Again the current is going to be divided here. Let us assume this as I2. Again the current is going to be divided here. Let us assume this as I3. Right? So from KCL we know sum of I entering is equal to sum of I leaving. Right? So from that one we can write I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So this is entering current, these three are leaving currents. So here also we need to find out voltage drop across each resistor. Right. So from Ohm's law we know V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V by R. So I1 is equal to, so here the same voltage V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. So here V will be 20 by R1 2 plus 20 by R2 3 plus 20 by 5. So 2 ones are 2 tens are 10 plus 6.9, approximately it is going to be 7 plus 4. So that is equal to, so 10, 14, so 20.9. So that is I current. So multiplying I with each resistor R1 into I will gives to voltage drop across. So here V1. So similarly R2 into I will gives rise to V2. R3 into I will gives to V3. Right? So 2 into 20.9. 3 into 20.9. 5 into 20.9. So which is the voltage drops across each resistor. So this is about KVL example. So this is also simple example. So since it is a parallel circuit, we are applying KCL. So I entering is equal to I leaving. So I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So from Ohm's law, we know V is equal to IR. Therefore I is equal to V by R. So V by R1, V by R2, V by R3. So since voltage will be same for each branch. So 20 by 2, 20 by 3, 20 by 5. So 10 plus 6. So that is approximately 20.9, 21 we can consider. So this is about the second example. Next we will see the third one. The third example. volts. So R1 current I, 14 amperes, R2 0.4 I. So here the question is, we need to find out the power supplied by 25 volts voltage source. So here we need to find out the power at this current source. Since we know power P is equal to V into I, right? So here we have V as 25 volts. So if we find out the I, then we can easily find out the power. So here, so we need to find out this current I. So applying KCL at this node. So the sum of the current entering is equal to sum of the currents leaving. So at this node, so I is entering current. So this 0.4 I is also an entering current. So this 14 amperes current is a leaving current. So I entering is equal to I plus 0.4 I is equal to I leaving. So that is 14 amperes. So 1 I into 1.4 is equal to 14 amperes. So therefore I is equal to 1.4 ones are 1.4 tens are. So that is equal to 10 amperes. So now power P is equal to voltage 25 into 10. So that is equal to 250 watts. So that is power supplied by this 25 volts. So it's a simple example. So since we are applying KCL at this node. So I entering is equal to I leaving. So this is entering current. This is also entering current. This is a leaving current. So I plus 0.4 I is equal to 14 amperes. So I into 1.4, 1 plus 0.4 is equal to 14. So I is equal to 10 ampere. So substituting, so P is equal to V into I. So 25 into 10, so 250 watts. So this is a simple example. Right? We'll see the next one. So the last example, the fourth one. So this is 2 amperes, this is 1 ohm, this is 1 ampere current, so 12 ohms, this is R, this here also 1 ampere, next 6 volts. So here the question is find out the resistor R. So we need to find out the resistor R. So here also we will apply initially KCL. So this is a 2 amperes current. So this is entering current, this is leaving, this is leaving. So 2 amperes is equal to 1 ampere plus 1 ampere. Okay, KCL is satisfied, right? So now we are going to apply KVL across this loop. So from KVL we know voltage rise is equal to sum of voltage rise is equal to voltage drop. So this is a positive entering, so this is a positive entering, so this is negative, so this will be voltage drop, so these two will be voltage rise. So R into 1 will equal to R plus 6 is equal to 12. So R is equal to 12 minus 6, that is equal to 6 ohms. Simple example. So here we are applying KVL across this loop. So since current is in this direction, so here also current is in this direction. We are applying KVL in this loop in this direction. So current is in positive, so this is V rise. So here also in positive entering, so V rise. Here we are entering in negative direction, so V drop. So sum of V rise is equal to sum of V drop. So R plus 6 is equal to 12. So R is equal to 12 minus 6, that is equal to 6 ohms. So since here current is 1 ampere, here also 1 ampere, 12 into 1 is equal to 12. R into 1 is equal to R, 6. R plus 6 is equal to 12. So R is equal to 6 ohms. So that is the answer for our question problem. So this is a simple examples based on Kirchhoff laws, KCL, KVL. This is up to today. So in the subsequent lectures we are going to see a number of problems, a little bit complex problems in the next session. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Thank you.